Welcome back, I'm Brickroad to Parasite Eve 2 Gunblade Edition. Let's get to work. We got to drive out to the city of Dryfield, which sounds like it's just going to be a barrel of laughs. No, actually Dryfield is where a lot of the action takes place, and it's also where Parasite Eve 2 really starts to come into its own with its backtracky style gameplay, which we'll see in a minute here. Actually, I don't think I need to do anything inside Mist. I think I just roll on out. You're ready. You're good. You'll leave once you're ready. You need to talk to Pierce, maybe? Pierce, let me go. Oh, that's right. They take the SWAT weapons away from me. Any weapons I pulled off a police officer in Acropolis Tower, they take away. Yeah, we're ready to go. Okay, we don't need to talk to Jody. We already bought ammunition and whatnot. Let's get out of here. We're going to head out into the Mojave Desert, which is infested with monsters. Isn't that exciting? I don't know why I had decided to peel out from the garage, but okay. If it was me, I would have just pulled out at a reasonable and safe speed. But then I don't drive. What is that? What is that car? A Pontiac something or other. School bus yellow Pontiac. I don't know cars. I just happen to know that this car is some kind of Pontiac because my mom used to have a car back in the day. She had this like sky blue Pontiac that was of that shape. So I has made it out to the desert, the middle of absolutely nowhere. Dryfield, New Mexico, or Arizona, or Nevada, or one of those states. One of those states out there that's just all desert and not much of anything else. And Aya is here wearing her hot pants, as FBI agents are wont to do. Which means, I mean, y'all know what it means. It means that the X-Files lied to us all. Let's heal real quick. I'm missing HP because they took my armor off, and so technically I took 60 hit points of damage when they removed that armor from me. Whoops. We got monsters happening. Yeah, you know what? I watched every episode of X-Files, and I never once saw David Duchovny wear hot pants. Which is just distressing. Oh, he charged me. I hate these fools. Come here, come here. See ya. Alright, there's actually a lot to Dryfield. There's actually a lot of places we can poke our head in and maybe get into some trouble. We're just going to start out by solving yet another one of Parasite Eve 2's lovable adventure game puzzles. Maybe monsters back in this alley too, I wonder? Sometimes there are, sometimes there aren't. Let's just take... No, I guess there's not today. Okay, fair enough. Douglas Scrapyards, the rear entrance. No trespassing. Let's just head in. Makes sense. So this isn't actually much of a puzzle. It's just we have to get to the white shutter over here. Uh-oh. Someone's on the other side. So yeah, that white shutter that says caution on it, we need to open that up, but we can't actually open it from here. What we need to do first is throw the breaker. Oh, this is not the breaker. Right. Breaker must be this thing over here. The one place in the map which has a glowy light is the breaker. Circuit breaker's down, throw it up. Breaker is on. Now we should get, yeah, we got a glowy light over there by the shutter. But we can't reach the shutter because we got this big, ugly, stupid car chassis in the way. So we need to hit the remove chassis button. So what we're going to do is lift the car up. Wonderful. And we're going to turn it. So now we can reach the other glowy light. Beautiful. We don't actually have to lower it back down. We're going to have to turn it again in a second anyway. So we're going to go... You would not believe how, during my test play, how long this puzzle took me to figure out just because of the difficulty of navigating these pre-rendered maps. So the first thing I need to do is open up this shutter. And now I can open up that shutter. And with both shutters unlocked and this door open on this side of the fence, we can turn the car back. And yeah, you'll notice that this game predates the convention of giving you some kind of indicator for when there's something to examine in the area. In this game, like if this were a modern game, standing here would, like a little exclamation point or whatever would pop over Aya's head, so you know there's something right here to examine. In Parasite Eve 2, you just kind of have to just scour the map, hitting the button a lot. That's about how we do. Monsters? Nice truck. Uh-oh. FBI, sir. I saw the no trespassing sign, so I came on in. This whole episode, I'm going to just be sitting here fantasizing about David Duchovny and Hotpants now. Alright, Redneck Elroy, here you go. Don't get your panties in a wad. Fashion show. Yeah, I'm here to show off my hot pants. My hot pants and my denim jacket for some reason in the sweltering heat of Nevada. I think Dryfield's in Nevada. I think so. I can't really remember. One of those states. They're all basically the same. Somebody's watching this who's from Nevada, and they all just got offended at me. Guys, listen, I'm allowed to make fun of whatever state I want, because I live in Florida. I live in, like, the butt of the U.S. We're, like, number 50, so I can make fun of anybody I want, because for anybody I'm talking about, I'm looking up at them. Every state is better than mine, by just about any objective measure you could care to name, so... So... This is Douglas, and goddamn, we love Douglas. Douglas is the only inhabitant of Dryfield right now. He runs the scrapyard, the garage, he lives in a double-wide out back that's full of guns and a dog. And he wears that wonderful hat. And he also is wearing very tight jeans, the kind of tight jeans that Aya used to wear in the first Parasite Eve. So we actually don't have much of a Dryfield map yet. We gotta fill it out as we go. But since every other inhabitant of town, including the owner of the motel, skipped out when the place got infested with monsters, Douglas here is in charge of holding down the fort. He's gonna put us up in the motel. So let's go see what our digs look like for the duration of our stay here. Uh-oh. We need to, not mess around with these scorpions. They will poison you, and then... You know what? Oh my goodness. She keeps taking a step forward into the poison muck. There you go. Yeah, that gunblade swing, she takes a little step forward, and if there's poison muck on the ground, it's bad news. What kind of item do we got here? Penicillin? What does that do? That's probably a status cure of some kind. We're going to rely on the healing there, though. Yeah, those scorpions are actually very difficult to hit with the gunblade. You really, if you're right up next to them, Aya will always miss. Which is weird, because you would think with a melee weapon she'd have an easier time, but no. You have a friend back there, don't you? He's gonna charge any second now. There he goes. Haha. Those guys are actually great. They're difficult to dodge when they charge at you like that, but when they do charge, if you get out of the way in time, make them run into a wall, they take damage and fall over. And then you can get a couple free shots on them. I actually don't have to worry much about that, because, you know, Gunblade is pretty awesome. There goes one guy. I didn't even see you back there. Got a friend. Ah! Oh my god, that was a lot of damage. I wonder how many of those little gremlin guys I could have killed with 5,300 damage. Like, I could have felled a whole army of them. Alright, room number 6. Right here. So this is our home base for as long as we're in Dryfield. We got a box in here. We can store things if we wanted. We got a telephone if we want to save the game. We got a nice state-of-the-art bathroom. Toilet works. That's never crossed my mind anytime I've been in the motel to make sure the toilet works. I've just always taken for granted that the toilet works. And there's the Dryfield water tower. Anything interesting going on at the water tower? Doesn't even look like there's any water in it. It just looks like a giant pile of rust. Oh, there's a dude up there. There's a hot dude on the water tower. He looks a little bit like David Duchovny. Maybe we can share Hotpants. There's a ladder going down. There sure is, Aya. And there's some bad guys. These guys, I think, at this point in the game, I think they spawn in infinitely. So, oh my god, and they're ugly. Horrible looking. Alright, let's, nice. Uh-oh. Nope, nope, nope. He's gonna get a hit on me. Nope, we got him. Okay, cool. The arc on that gunblade, though, if you're quick and you line up the attack properly, you can actually get multiple monsters standing there. Gate. Raise the lever. This is a timed puzzle. If we don't make it back to the gate in time, guess what? We don't get to go in the gate. So I'm just going to ignore the monsters on my way back, because they will continue to spawn in. You can't clear the area and then have a straight shot to the gate. You know, we're just going to tank the damage and run past. We're fine. Probably another one around the corner here. Yeah, we'll tank that damage too. I got all the healing in the world. See you later, buddy. Now we're going to be locked in. I think there's a bunch of them we have to kill in here. Like, they just keep coming. Oh, I one-shotted both of them. Beautiful. Oh, not that one, though. Spin around. There we go. Alright. Are we done with the horrible... What are those even? Like mutant coyotes? With human faces? Gross. I better... we'll take that. Sure. Pop a healing spell. Try to stay at max HP if I can. Keep my hips... Oh! Alright, how are you, Mr. Duchovny? I love your shows. No, his hair's too red to be David Duchovny. Kyle Madigan. Gotcha. Aya's just way too cool to shake your hand. Just, she never will. A puma. A mutant puma. A puma is not a coyote at all. They're like not even the same genus. So, for people who weren't around 15 years ago to play games from this era, is the lack of voice acting like really jarring? 'Cause I gotta say, it's a little jarring to me, and I've been playing games since the 80s. Playing modern games like Tomb Raider or GTA 5 or Shadows of Mordor or whatever. Going back to something like this where all the dialogue is just printed on the screen with no voice acting. It's always my preference when I play modern games to keep subtitles turned on. I like subtitles. Anytime like even when I'm watching a movie, watching a DVD or streaming on Netflix or something, I turn subtitles on. Because I hate missing dialogue. I hate hearing somebody in the movie say something like, "What did they say? I didn't catch that." And I'm the same way in video games. But remember, back in the day, we didn't have a choice. If you didn't read the dialogue, you didn't hear anything. You know what? Let's just go ahead and climb up this ladder here. Hello, dead guy! Oh, that's too bad. Oh yeah, we'll take the key taken from corpse. And the recovery one. We're going to leave the corpse there to just molder for all eternity. That man's final resting place is the top of the Dryfield water tower. That's the saddest thing I think I've ever heard in my life. Not much of a town, I gotta say. Not much of a town at all. And why so many cramped buildings all in one little space? Is this really what little desert ghost towns look like? Just 8 buildings all packed really close in? Because I would think people would want more breathing room, right? Ah, so it's probably time to go see Douglas again. We better open the gate up. And that will open the gate permanently, I believe. Now let's get out of here. We are done on the water tower for now. I think we'll have to come back here later to clear monsters out, but for now, never mind. There's monsters to clear out right now. I'm gonna miss. Alright, let's... There you go. There you go. Little swarming critters like that, I think it's just way better to use the shotgun. We might even be dipping into our parasite powers against some of the creatures later on. There's these little swarming monsters. They spawn in like 20 at a time, and they only have 1 hit point each, so your parasite powers can pretty much clear them out pretty easily. But for now, we can go into the saloon. Who's here? Ah. Anybody else? Nope. Just some giant bugs hanging right on top of the camera. We do not need a combat light. That'll blind monsters, but that's not something we need. So here's a puzzle. We're in the middle of one of these adventure game puzzles that Parasite Eve 2 loves so much. You have to come back here and check the totally nondescript fridge. A giant refrigerator. There's something on the door. It's a magnet. Shoutouts to Nicholas Valentiner for sponsoring this video, and to everyone who makes this channel possible by supporting me on Patreon.